I'm not a baseball guy, right? So I don't know a whole about baseball. But when I'm watching this and I'm seeing, first off, whoever put the documentary together did an incredible job. And like, did you pay like a director? Like, who did this for you?
It was a guy named Matt Flesh out of Chicago. He just actually did WGN Live yesterday, and he did an incredible job. He did a documentary called The Last Comiskey about the last season at Comiskey Park, and he had put in, there was a segment of the players talking about my dad and just saying how much they enjoyed playing for him and just a special manager and a special person. And when my dad passed in January, I had reached out to Matt and I said, how about doing something? Would you be interested in doing something for the Celebration of Life? And it was going to be a short documentary. And so we did. He did it for the Celebration of Life. And then after the Celebration of Life, I had found my parents' archives. I went in and they had boxes and boxes of pictures and videos and VHS, and I converted everything and scanned everything. And so we were able to, I would send it to Matt, and I said, Matt, what do you think about this? And one of the greatest things about the documentary, in 2009, I filmed my dad. I wanted him to tell his stories in his own words.
Right.
So in 2009, I told him, I said, write down as many stories as you can think of, just one, and we put some keywords down. And we set up a tripod and a camera, and he just spoke to the camera. And he was an incredible storyteller.
How much of that stuff, did you not know? Because, and just to kind of let the audience know, once again, not a big baseball guy, but I know who Sandy Koufax is, and I know, and I guess I got it wrong. Your dad was the catcher when Sandy Koufax pitched. It was like the perfect game, right?
And then a couple days ago, it was the 60th anniversary
of that.
I
mean, that's a huge deal. Though Jeff Torborg doesn't get mentioned, people remember Sandy Koufax. And then Nolan Ryan, his first hitter.
Yes.
Your dad was the catcher.
Correct.
And then also the night before, was it Robert Kennedy got shot?
That was Drysdale's scoreless inning streak, the fifth shutout on the scoreless inning streak.
And your dad got to meet him in the
night before.
The night before he got shot. All of these things. Your dad came in contact with all of these people, almost like Forrest Gump, almost like you, with all this celebrity, all this crazy stuff. And then your mom was
Miss New Jersey.
Miss New Jersey.
Yeah.
And no disrespect at all.
Oh, that's where the good looks came from.
But your mother, absolutely beautiful. I mean, what a beautiful lady. Your dad, good looking dude, almost like the perfect, all
American,
like the American.
And they actually were. I mean, my dad was an All-American. My mom, in the video, you'll see that was from their prom. But in the video, you'll see my mom had the highest GPA at Rutgers.
Yeah.
And then my dad had the highest batting average. At the time, it was 533. He actually ended up the season at 537.
Yeah.
And, he didn't hit that in, when he went right from college to AA.
Yeah.
And then only spent 3 months in the minor leagues. He probably would have been better off going to the minor leagues again for more seasoning, but the Dodger pitchers loved him so much. They said, they fought for him to come up, and then the rest is history.
He was on a World Series team for the Dodgers. Like his dad has a World Series ring, Ryan. It's pretty amazing. And then he went on, and what you see a lot about, but I know he played for a lot of teams, but he was the manager, right, of the Yankees, Well,
he was a coach 10 years for the Yankees.
Oh,
yes.
A coach, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach 10 year for the and that seems to be what people remember the most, right?
Well, I think the most success he had as a manager was with the White Sox. And I think, again, that's how this whole thing came about with Matt Flesh, and the Last Comiskey documentary kind of was what started this out for us. And he was the manager of the year in 1990.
Yeah.
The Yankees were a great time because I grew up in New Jersey. So 10 years from basically ages 7 to 17, I spent in our house in New Jersey. And then he got the job with the White Sox. But, he actually replaced Frank Robinson as the manager back in the 70s with Cleveland. He was only 35 years old.
Yeah.
So just, absolutely amazing career. And I've gotten so much positive feedback from this documentary. I didn't know how many people were going to watch it, because it's kind of somewhat of a niche thing.
Yeah.
And, it's an hour and a half documentary, but it is going absolutely crazy, and
if people want to see it, how do they watch it?
It's thelastcomiskey.com is where you can go see it. And it's on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you just type in Jeff Torborg, A Wonderful Baseball Life.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Yes.
A Wonderful Baseball Life, Jeff Torborg. And once again, I'm not a baseball guy, but I super enjoyed it just because of all the pop culture stuff that your dad came in contact with, and he was part of these things that are like a big part of history.
Yeah,
but he's the catcher, so he doesn't get the love and the attention that he should.
And he never sought it. That's the crazy thing. He never sought the attention. He loved doing things that didn't show up in a box score. Like blocking a pitch that saved a run. He just was
the elbow thing. Yeah.
He just he's a special guy, special career. And it had what the interesting thing about the documentary is there's some of the highest of highs and the lowest lows where crushing defeats of going to the Mets and having a terrible time for a year and a half as the Mets manager. It's part of the game. Managers get hired to get fired. It's a tough life.
And I know it was shocking for you because this happened at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, we did it was that wrestling thing that we did out in Sanford, and it was I guess Amber was wrestling Haley J, and you were going to come out because several folks were going to be there, several of your friends, and you called me last second. Hey, my dad's going to the hospital. I don't think I can make it.
Yeah,
and it was shocking for you, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We didn't. It was completely unexpected, and. He went in on the 18th of January, and they just, was 20 hours later, and it just out of the blue. And, he dealt with Parkinson's for 15 years. I mean, in the picture that's on the screen right now, he had Parkinson's, I think, at that point for almost 12 years, and he just unbelievable. He handled it with literally with class and dignity, and never complained.
Well, I really enjoyed the documentary. Once again, you don't have to be a baseball fan to see this and go, man, that's so many things that he came in contact with, just like you. Like somehow they pass that on to you, the ability to be able to bump into all these things that are pop culture, famous. It's really crazy.
It was really cool. There's a picture in the documentary of Dad with James Caan.
Yeah,
and it was in Miami. And they're talking on the field. My dad introduced me, and I'm thinking that was the first time that he met him. No, they used to know each other from the Dodger days.
So, okay, this is my question. I know we got to go to break here in a second, but that's my question to you. Like, you are not a name dropper. Like, people would think that, like, I've known you for a long time, and you'll you'll kind of tell me this, but like, I'm not bragging, but this is kind of what happened. Did he teach you not to be a name dropper?
I think it's just the way I grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's watching to see how somebody is and how they interact with people and how they deal with people. And I think I learned that from him.
Because I'll bring it up to you. You'll be like, oh, yeah, I know that guy. I got his number here. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that, Dale? Well, I don't want to, which is funny. All right. So the organization that you work with,
the Southern Cross Service
Dogs. Mm-hmm. I know you brought some guests in here, because we want to talk about that. And Daisy, I believe they brought a dog that you're allowed to touch.
Which I was so happy to hear about that, because it's
she was gonna do it either way.
It's automatic in me. I see a dog and automatically I want to play with them. I want them to lick me. I don't know what's wrong with me.
We'll bring them in and we can talk about Southern Cross Service Dogs a little bit, and because that's a great organization. Talk about that. By the way, with us is Dale Torborg. The documentary is A Wonderful Baseball Life, Jeff Torborg. It really is interesting. It's on YouTube. It's free to watch.
Right.
And you just kind of wanted people to be able to check it out.
Yeah, just to really to understand and know my dad. And people think they did. They think they knew him just from afar. But I just wanted to, we as a family wanted people to know him in a different way.
And after watching it, I was man, I wish I could have met him. That was the feeling. And your mother just seems so wonderful. She's still around, right?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Wonderful lady.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
All right, take a little break. We'll meet. What's the dog's name? Do we know?
They're going to introduce the dog to Daisy.
We'll meet the dog when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Match of the Morning.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, and happy Thursday. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, in all honesty, it's going to be a much drier day. We're only expecting about a 30% chance of a few hit and miss isolated downpours and maybe a rumble of thunder or two. But really, most of these will stay and hug areas a little closer to the coast. Plan for a high of around 88 degrees, so still staying below normal by a couple of degrees. As we head into this weekend, even drier weather on the way, only about a 20% chance of rain. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about Duke's Mayo. Says here it's got twang. That sounds good. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Things today can seem kind of unpredictable. Who knows what's around the corner, right? Well, at Total Wireless, we want to give you something to be sure about. With us, you save 50% off Metro and Cricket when you switch with one line. Guaranteed. And you get to keep the phone and number you love. Visit our Total Wireless store today. 50% savings for unlimited plans versus comparable Total Wireless unlimited phone plans based on standard plan rates. Some customers may only receive the guaranteed savings after contacting us and validating the current plan rate. Excludes promotional, discounted, and bring your phone rates. For total 5G unlimited plan or higher, auto pay required. Applied on next renewal date. Additional terms apply.
We're in the dead center of hurricane season. Is your roof ready for the rain and wind? If not, call Eustace Roofing. Do not wait until the storms. Get ahead of hurricane season with a brand new roof. Protect your home and visit eustaceroofing.com to schedule your free estimate. Secure your roof today.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Orlando, we're here to let you know that FAS Exteriors is Orlando's #1 window, door, and roofing contractor. You can count on fair pricing, install perfection, and customer satisfaction every time. Trust the leader. Trust FAS Exteriors. Schedule your free consultation now at FASWD.com.
Mills Air, been in business right here in Central Florida since 1992, over 30 years, and there's somebody that you really can count on. I've been dealing with them and been talking about them for a long time now. I know the owner, Leon Mills, and I know for him it's very important to prevent a problem before you have a problem. They don't want to have to charge you a lot to fix your air conditioning system. They'd rather you take care of it in a good way, and that way they can provide you great service. It's Mills Air. Have them come out and do that 30-point inspection annually. Once a year, have them come out and check everything to prevent an upcoming breakdown. Also, they want me to remind you to change your filter every month. You got to make sure you change your filter, because if you don't, those coils get all nasty, and they have to come out and clean them for you and charge you for that. And they'd rather not. They'd rather you keep it clean and keep it running all the time. It's millsair.com. That's millsair.com. If you're going to get a brand new system, turn to the experts, Carrier, because Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. millsair.com. That is millsair.com.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Angels rejoin of the day is brought to you by Just Call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Real Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Monsters Mornings, Real Radio 104.1. Hey, if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, Real Radio Monsters on YouTube, Ryan, you put a little click there for people to go to the documentary, right?
Yeah, in the YouTube chat.
Oh, you okay?
We got double of Ryan.
We got double Ryan. Nobody needs that.
Fixed it, I think. There we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, you put a link there so people, if they want to go watch, it's called A Wonderful Baseball Life, Jeff Torborg. Dale, one of the things that struck me, and this, just so you know, this is what people say about you, okay? Turn your mic on there real quick. I'm sorry. There you go. Is that, man, what a nice guy, a tough guy, but a nice guy. And that's what everyone was saying about your dad. He's such one of the nicest guys, but he's a tough guy. And as I'm watching this, I'm like, well, that's what all these wrestlers I talk to, I'll bring up, I know Dale Torborg, and they're like, man, he's a nice guy. He's a tough guy too. So obviously you inherited that from your dad.
I think so.
Hold on. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all good.
You're good.
Now.
My fault.
All right. All right. Buddy Bell on there was a third baseman from Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
And he had one of the best comments, and in the quotes on there, he said that Jeff Torborg had the best combination of kindness and toughness.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that really sums it up.
These are the things people, just so you know, that's what behind your back, when other wrestlers talk about you, that's what they say about you.
I mean, that's flattering. It's awesome that they feel that way. And I think a lot of it is, again, I inherited a lot
from them,
from my parents, and and again, watching how my dad dealt with people, and I just loved one of the things that it is in the documentary that I loved about Dad is that he didn't care if you were the CEO or would clean the building or anything. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
He treated everyone the same, and everybody felt like they knew him and that they were friends.
Yeah. Well, Well, you got that from him, so that's great.
You got it from your daddy.
So one of the things you introduced me to was the Southern Cross Service Dogs, and when I went to that first dinner that you had, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get it dressed up. I gotta go, but it's Dale, so I'm gonna go for Dale.